Said, what am I looking at?
There we go, everybody. Sorry for that. Trying to do something a little extra here and just couldn't get it to go.
Is this what we get for trying?
I'm Greg Digger Jr. and I've got Danny B with me.
Hello, hello. Glad to be back.
We are the new guys.
That's right. Coming at you live.
So if anything can go wrong today, it absolutely will. It will. On the schedule today, we have Quick Sim All. We have the Crabs in the Apex playing. And the Apex will take down the Crabs 10-5. Looks like we have Hood here with 3 RBIs, as well as Dominguez Jr. for 3 RBIs as well for the Indianapolis Apex. Pitching, we have Dingley with the win, giving up 4 runs and 6.1 innings pitched. Maddox with 6 earned runs takes the loss in 4 innings pitched. Rusty Kuntz takes player of the game. Despite being on the losing end here. We now have the Vandals taking on the Scorpions here. And the Scorpions will beat the Vandals 5-0 off a one-hit game for the Vandals. Excellent pitching for the Scorpions. 2 for 3 batting for Springfield. When you only have 1 hit for the team, there's not really a whole lot of people that will stand out for the Vandals here. Jabs takes the loss with 6th inning pitch, giving up 5 earned runs. Balgan takes the win with 8.1 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 walk. Player of the game is Beerzairus Balgan. And if there's a quick way to get back to the scores, feel free to let me know here. Got some minor league action going on today as well, with the Hepcats taking on the Wheelers, and the Wheelers will down the Hepcats 9-1. Batting here, we've got Burrow going 2 for 4, and throughout for the Anchorage, Thrallers 2 for 4 as well for Kansas City. Maple takes the loss with 5 innings pitched, 6 earned runs. Fant takes the win and 8.1 innings pitched, only giving up 1 earned run. And Fant will take player of the game.
Yeah, I think that's just kind of the way you got to do it. It takes a minute, but we have a nice patient audience here.
Mounties and Swift Steeds. Swift Steeds take the win over the Mounties 9-5. Batting for Kingston here. Slice going 2 for. Actually, we have a 4 for 4 batting from Bland here. Perfect day for him. And then we got 3 for 5 for McCollum for State College. Pitching, we've got Greer taking the loss, giving up 7 runs over 4 innings pitched. Tuckham Don with the win, giving up 5 earned runs and 5 innings pitched. Dom Drozdov will take player of the game.
So the easy front runner for the minor league MVP, Dom Drozdov.
Moving on here, we have the Dynamos taking down the Kingpins 8-1. Batting scores for Dallas, standouts is Tsunami going 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. And for Chicago, Frank going 2 for 4. Pitching, we have Farnsworth taking the win with 6.1 innings pitched, giving up 0 runs. And Waller takes the loss, going 7.1, giving up 3 earned runs. And Farnsworth with the 6 perfect innings, will get player of the game. I don't know about you, but that's going to be the most frustrating thing, going 6.1 perfect and getting yoinked in the middle of this thing.
Yeah.
Like, what did you do? You
Only
did nothing wrong.
thing worse is the guys you see go 8.1, 8.2, and then get yoinked.
66ers down the Armadillos 4-3. Batting for the Amarillo, King going 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Batting for San Bernardino, we have Theeks going 2 for 4, although we have a 3 RBI from Bunty. Sims takes the loss, going 6 innings pitched, giving up 4 runs. Miller takes the W, going 7 innings, also giving up 3 runs. Al Bunty with the 3 RBIs wins player of the game. That'll do it for today. We now move on to tomorrow.
Nice easy day. I think we just have minors coming up, so should have a couple real quick sims here to start off the stream. I'll take over the commentating for these. So we got Dynamos and Kingpins. Kingpins taking the win 2-0. Real pitcher's duel going on here. It's like 2 for 4 for Roach. 2 for 4 for Edwards. We'll go down to pitching. McDonald getting the loss for Dallas, going 5 innings, giving up 2 runs. And Gonzalez will get the win for Chicago, 6.2 innings pitched, 0 runs given up, and a save for Dart beside. So Gonzalez, the starter for Chicago, will get the player of the game. We got Hepcats Wheelers. Looks like the Hepcats are taking the victory here despite getting out hit. No crazy standouts in the batting box. I might be wrong here. He had a couple 2 for 4s, but we'll go right down to pitching. Hammersmith, Kansas City pitcher, will take the win. 6.1 innings pitched, 0 runs given up. So a couple strong starting performance out of minor league pitchers here. Pressing will take the loss. 7 innings pitched, 3 runs given up. And Bingo Hammersmith here, starter for Kansas, will be player of the game. Which brings us to my favorite, the Mounties and Swift Steeds. Swift Steeds taking home another W. Going down hits, we got a couple of 3-hit games for some Swifties. Myself, Danny B, and McCullum, Haywood Dinkle, Matata, Haka rather. So a lot of big performances there from the Swifties bats. Kirkby on the Kingston side also going 3 for 4. Pitching, we have Casey Tam going 8 innings for the win. Only gave up 5 runs. And Mazurowski will get the loss. He only able to get 5 outs, gave up 7 runs over that time. So Haywood Dinkle will be player of the game. We got the Dillos and the 66ers. Looks like the 66ers taking the win there. 3 RBI game for Lane. Kind of your standout batter there. Hot Dog Sandwich will take the loss. 7 innings pitched. Gave up 4 runs over that time. And Daly will be your winner. 7.1 innings, 0 runs given up. I'm sorry, Matthew Lane will be your player of the game. I think I said Myth Lane, my mistake.
That'll do it for today. Moving on, we have just the majors coming up here, and we have just 2 games for today. Supernovas at Voyagers here. Supernovas will take down the Voyagers 2-0. Not a whole lot of hitting going on when you only have 6 hits total, but Crash Wagon with 2 RBIs, and no real standouts for New York. Torkelson takes the win off of 8 innings pitched, giving up 2 walks. Choate takes the loss with 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, and Torkelson with the 8 innings, 2 walks shutout will be player of the game. And we have the Foxes at the Raptors. Raptors take down the Foxes 4-1. For Kashima, we have Valor going 3 for 4. And for Boise, another 3 for 4 performance from Anderson, actually adding a home run to that as well. Crab will take the loss, his second loss of the season, giving up 1 run over 0.2 innings pitched. And Paul will take the win, giving up no runs over 2 innings pitched, and a save from Mustin. Lundy Anderson will take player of the game. Hey, shout out to Mikester Leatherneck for the follow.
Love to see new faces in the PBE.
Absolutely.
Couple of quick days to start us off.
Yep. Now today is another day of everybody.
We got Scorpions and Toros. Apologize if you can hear my dog losing it over a squirrel in the front yard. We got the Toros taking the win 6-5, going down the hit column here. 4 for 5 day for Fullman. Ian Fullman really coming alive there. Harry Styles will get the loss for Death Valley, 6 innings, 6 runs. Pearson, the Cancun starter, will take the win. He gave up 4 runs, 3 earned over 6 innings, and Ian Fullman will be player of the game, despite being on the losing side of this one. Next up, we got Apex Demons. Should be a good game. Apex winning 3-2, so real close game there. Nothing too crazy going on in the hit columns. 2-hit game for Armstrong is kind of the standout. Ricky Vaughn will take the loss. Detroit pitcher, 7.1 innings pitched, 3 runs given up. While Grams takes the win. He went 8.2 innings, only gave up 2 runs. So going 26 outs and no hands gets the save, a 1-out save. Looks like he threw 2 pitches for that. So easiest save of his career maybe. Moving on, we got Krabs Rougarous. Rougarous taking the win there, 13-2, so real blowout for the Rougarous. 4 for 5 day for DeStefano. We have Insidier taking the loss. He was only able to go 2 innings, giving up 8 runs over that time. While McDougal will take the win. He went 7 innings, only gave up 2. And DeStefano Jr., Paulo DeStefano Jr. will be your player of the game there. Stars Aviators. Quick play here. Look, 4-3 going the Aviators' way. Couple of 2-hit games. Nothing too crazy. Real pitchers duel went on. Dub City with a double. Love to see it. Your starters for Nashville, Johnson not getting a decision, or Cato for Outer Banks. Your winner will be Farias going 3 innings, no runs. And McKinnon will get the loss. He did not go any innings, so he must have given up the walk-off. Gave up 1 run in 3 pitches. And Outer Banks walked off happy. Walker Cato is your player of the game. Supernovas Voyagers. Looks like the Voyagers taking the win there, 7-1. A couple of 2-hit games, 3 hits for Stevenson. Yeah, just 1 RBI here, 3 RBIs, I guess, for Rivers. That's pretty well done. Baxter taking the loss for Sarasota, 4.2 innings pitched, 5 earned, 6 runs given up. And Slothface, who will be your player of the game, he pitched 9 innings, only gave up 1 run, 119 pitches thrown. We got Foxes Raptors. Another close game here, 2-1. Fox is able to get it done to improve to 8-22 on the season. 2-hit day for McDavid, 2 for 3. 2 for 4 for Cloudera. Moving down to pitching, we got Slepian taking the win for Kashima. 6.1 innings pitched, just 1 run given up. Lucas getting the loss, 7 innings pitched, 2 runs given up. So solid performances for both starters. Law will pick up his first save of this season, and Slepian will be your player of the game. Our last majors, quick sim of the day, we got Sloss taking on the Vandals. Vandals getting it done, 5-3. Doing it in 9 innings. 2 RBIs for McDonald, 2 RBIs for Sessions. Go down to pitching. Manbro takes the loss, 7 innings pitched, 5 runs given up. And Jose 43 will take the win, 7.1 innings pitched, only gave up 1 run over that time, so he'll get player of the game for that. And we'll take you down to the minors. Start you off with Dynamo's Kingpins. Looks like the Kingpins there taking the win. Yep, 3-2, 8 hits apiece, so close game. Maybe some errors on the Dynamo's side, letting the Kingpins get it done. 3 for 5 day for Vincent Avon. 3 for 5 day for Mouse. Going down to pitching, neither starter got a decision. Lassie going 6.2, giving up 2. Leaf going 7.1, giving up 2. Dart will be the winner. He went 4.2 innings in relief. Didn't give up any runs. And Moon will be your loser. He got 4 outs, gave up 1 run doing it. So solid performance for a reliever, but Ivy Leaf is your player of the game as Chicago takes the win. Mounties and Swifties will face off once more. Swifties getting their 3rd win in the series, 5-4. 15 hits, so a lot of hits, 15 to 13 hits, a lot of hits in this game. So we can see here 3 for 5 for Dawson. A couple of 2-hit games for State College. Going down to pitching, we got Takahashi takes the loss, 4.1 innings, gave up 5 runs, and Ratatouille will get a win there, his second on the season, 3 runs given up over 6 innings. Hosh Jader taking his 4th save on the season, and Peter Dawson Jr. be your player of the game. Got 2 RBIs, 3 for 5 with a run scored for Kingston.
Kronk, I'm not sure if that's actually real or not. I kind of hope it isn't. I don't want to buy TPE for $5.
It is not real. We do not buy TPE here. So it's no pay to win, although it does help if you own the game and you can get it at a discount if you use the code that you can get from the site. But we'll keep going with our box scores here. 66ers taking the win over the Dillos. 2 hits for Bunty, 2 hits for Winters with 2 RBIs. Going down to pitching, the Armadillo pitcher Morgan gets the loss. He went 6.1 innings, gave up 3 runs. Kyle Bellinger Jr. will take the win, his 4th on the season. Gave up just 1 run over 6.1 innings, so he'll get player of the game for that.
Oh, gotcha. Looks like they're just talking with the new guy.
Yep. And to finish us off for the day, we got Hepcats Wheelers. Hepcats taking the win, 8 runs to 3. 3 for 4 for Joe. I'll call him our standout batter. We got Dion taking the win for Kansas City, 7 innings pitched, 2 runs given up. George to the 3rd with the loss, 4th on the season, hasn't found a win yet. He went 5.1, gave up 6 runs, 5 earned. And JoJo, be your player of the game, he went 3 for 4, 2 runs, 4 RBIs.
That'll do it for today. Now we'll move on. A lot of quick swims early on in the stream today.
Yeah, we're kind of backloaded here. You'll have a lot of full games at the back end. At the front, we're going to be looking at a lot of box scores, so I'll let you take it away.
Alrighty. Starting off in the major leagues here, we have Crabs and Rougarous. The Rougarous will take the Crabs down 6-5 despite a 3-run 8th inning from the Crabs. Valiant effort. Batting here, couple of 2 for 4s, and we have a 3 for 4 from Geronimo for New Orleans. A couple 2 for 4s as well for the Crabs. Actually, a 2 for 3 from Drakenberg. Nakamura will pick up his 2nd win of the season, going 7.2 innings pitched, giving up 3 runs. Urquidez Garcia picks up his 6th loss of the season, giving up 6 runs over 5 innings pitched. And Tato will pick up his 4th save. Nakamura with the 7.2 innings pitched will get player of the game. Toros at the Scorpions. Scorpions will hang on to win 9-5 over the Toros. Batting for Cancun here, we have a 2 for 4 performance from Tentacion and a couple of 2 for 4s for Death Valley. Springfield going 2 for 3 with a walk. Zeilman picks up his 2nd loss of the season, giving up 5 runs over 6 innings pitched. And Barker stays perfect on the season so far, giving up 4 runs over 6.1 innings pitched. And Tristan picks up his 6th save of the season.
I'm going to give you my favorite name. Shout out of the stream. It's going to go to Bartolo Pizza. That's a great name.
I see someone saying that I'm too low. How about that? Is that better?
I think Hummus said you're good, so I don't know. It might just be someone doesn't have the volume all the way up or something. But yeah, definitely let us know if you can't hear us.
Yeah, Hummus just let me know there. Moving forward. We have the Apex at the Demons. Demons will lose to the Apex 4-3. Batting for the Apex, we got Hood going 2 for 3 with 1 RBI. Law Jr. going 2 for 4 for Detroit. Colvin also going 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Neither starter, or Cal Otter will pitch 6.1, giving up 3, and no hands with the win, going 2.2 with no earned runs. Spruce takes the loss for Detroit with a 7-1 inning pitched and 4 runs total given up. Andy Spruce will be player of the game.
I did just hear, it sounds like Hummus is interested, wants to know if you can turn up your volume. I'm not sure if he means your stream volume or your like system volume, your microphone volume. And then looks like they're having a little trouble reading the box score fonts. I don't know if, do you know how to go into OBX and turn the quality to 1080, or does that break your internet.
I think the font. I think the issue is the font in the.
Oh, the resolution in the game.
Correct.
Yeah. So what I had to do is I had to set my monitor resolution to 1920 by 1080,
All right.
and that got it clear because I don't know if you have a 4K monitor.
Yep.
Yep. That doesn't play so nice. I guess Twitch shrinks it down to 1080 and it gets a little fuzzy.
Let's see where. So I'm just capturing the. Mic is fine. Just sounds muffled. I'm not too sure how muffled I can be there. I'm literally like eating the mic.
Yeah, it's not too bad to me. I think the bigger issue is just trying to get the resolution a little more readable.
I agree. We'll just keep the train moving for now while we try and figure that out. Voyagers take down the Supernovas 6-4. Kane batting for Sarasota here, going 2 for 3. Also drawing a walk. For New York here, no real stand up. Actually, the top of the order here, doing their job, going 3 for 4 apiece. Pitching, we got Nutt taking the third loss of the year, giving up 6 runs over 6.1 innings pitched. And we have Graves picking up the win, just throwing 13 pitches to what seems like to be a couple batters there. Sivar will pick up the player of the game. Well, the issue with the not eating the mic is it's not a very good mic, so it's not as hot as I need it to be. Like if I just start getting here, you probably can't hear me
Yeah, you sound like you're across the room now.
at all. Yep. So I am aware of it. Just bear with me for that for now. We've got Outer Aviators losing to the Stars 4-2. Johnson for Nashville looks like Johnson going 2 for 5. No real standout hitters for Outer Banks today. Wilkenfuss picks up the win with 8.2 innings pitched, giving up 5 hits, 2 earned runs. Ben Cotton takes the third loss of the year with 3 earned runs over 7 innings pitched. Wilkenfuss, with the dominating pitching performance, will pick up player of the game. Foxes Raptors. Raptors down the Foxes 7-4, despite a 2-run ninth inning from the Foxes. No real standout batting going on for the Foxes. We do have Sasaki going 2 for 4 on the day. ESO for Boise going 2 for 5. Masalo takes up the 4th loss of the year, giving up 5 earned runs over 5.1 innings pitched. Bisquick with 6 hits, 2 runs, picks up the 5th win of the season. And Bisquick will be player of the game. Vandals Sloss here. And the Sloss will have a no-hitter against the Vandals here, winning 2-0.
Wow.
Taking a look at batting for the Sloss. 2 hits for Poe. I'm not seeing any walks for the Vandals either. That's a perfect game. And yeah, Daring gets the perfect game for San Antonio. Picking up his 6th win of this year. Lemieux picks up the 4th loss, going 7.2, giving up 2 runs. Tough loss as a pitcher there, but
114 pitches thrown. I mean, it's probably still a little gas in the tank left at the end of that. 14 strikeouts too. I don't know if that's a club record. It doesn't look like it, but it's definitely got to be up there. That's awesome.
Obviously, Bobby taking player of the game there. Looks like that is the 6th perfect game in PBE history.
Probably taking player of the stream, if I had to guess.
Most likely, yeah.
Maybe even the season. I mean, that's hard to replicate a performance like that.
All right, going to the minor leagues now. We have Dynamo's Kingpins. Dynamos beating the Kingpins 10-5. Batting for Dallas, We got a 4 for 6 performance today with 4 RBIs from Avon. No real standout hits for Chicago. We do have Frank going 1 for 2 and 2 walks. You love to see it. Pitching for Dallas. Lots of pitchers used today, trying to get through that bullpen to hold on to the win. We have Simile with the first win of the season, going 3 innings, only giving up 1 run. And Robert with the loss, going 4 innings, giving up 7 runs. And Avon will be player of the game. Hepcats and Wheelers. Wheelers will down the Hepcats 4-2. Batting for Kansas City, we got Dressel going 2 for 4 with 1 RBI. And for Anchorage, we've got Burrow again going 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs, scoring twice himself. Maple takes a loss, giving up 4 runs over 6 innings pitched. And Rogers will pick up his 4th win of the season with 1 earned run over 7.1 innings pitched. Pat Rogers will be player of the game. Mounties Swift Steeds now up. Swift Steeds will hold on to win 10-2 over the Mounties. Lots of hits going on from the Mounties, just not a lot of production with it, with Slice going 3 for 4, being the lone 2 runs batted in for the Mounties. Lots of great batters here today for State College. We've got Alomar going 2 for 3. McCollum going 2 for 3 as well. Pitching, we have Shining taking the first loss of the season, giving up 6 earned runs over 4 innings pitched. And Baldelli picking up the 4th win of the season, giving up 2 earned runs over 6.2 innings pitched. And Brendan McCollum will be player of the game.
You get your brooms out. That's a serious sweep for the State College.
Armadillos 66ers. Armadillos will take down the 66ers 9-5. Batting for Armadillos here, we've got Ruiz going a perfect 3 for 3 and 2 walks with 5 RBIs. Great batting performance for them today. And Think's going 2 for 3 with 1 walk. Lewis picks up the 2nd win of the season, giving up 5 earned runs over 5.2 innings pitched. And Tuno picks up his first save of the season. And he had to work for it. He pitched 3.1 innings in relief. Ingram takes the 3rd loss of the season, giving up 7 runs and only 1.1 innings pitched. Not a good day, but nice ending to that ERA for him now. Julio Ruiz will be player of the game. That'll wrap it up for today. And going on tomorrow, it looks like we just have the majors.
Yeah, we're on the 12th. Yeah, moving right along here. Getting towards our Providence Vancouver featured matchup. We got Foxes and Raptors. Excuse me just a moment. Yes, the Raptors winning 4-2 over the Foxes. Going down our batting lineups here. 2 for 3 might be the most impressive line there for Finn Rays. Etzko Rune getting a 7th loss on the season, 6.1 innings pitched, 4 runs given up. Kai taking the win to improve to 3-2. He's got 2 runs given up over 6.1 innings, and Colton Kai will get player of the game. Yeah, save from Austin, I should say. Moving on to Vandals and Sloths. The Sloths will get it done 4-3 in 12 innings, so a walk-off win for the Sloths. Looks like a walk-off run-scoring single by McDonald. No crazy days in the batter's box. There's a 3 for 6 there for Wilson. He scored a run. Going down to pitching, neither starter got a decision in the 12-inning affair. Rose going 5.1 innings, given 2. Bentley going 6.1, given 2. D-Man will get his first loss of the season. He gave up the 1 run, the walk-off. And Windsor will get the win after getting an out to end the top of the 12th. Austin Bentley will be your player of the game. Rougarous Crabs. Crabs getting it done 7-3. Got a 3 for 4 game there for Chiggins Jr. 3 for 4 for Cook. Pitching, we got McQueen taking the loss. 7 innings, 6 earned runs, 7 runs given up. compared to Kuromochi, who got the win to improve to 3-4, 6.2 innings pitched. He gave up 3 runs and handled the fourth. Will get his 5th save on the year. Chickens Jr. will get player of the game. And finishing off the day, Supernovas at the Voyagers. The Supernovas winning a shutout game there, 3-0. In the batter's box, nothing too crazy. A couple 2 for 4 days. McQuack, your Sarasota pitcher, will take the win. He went 8 innings, didn't give up a run. Versus Fairborn, who will take his 2nd loss on the season. He only gave up 2 over 6, so not a bad start. Pozo gets his 4th save on the year, giving up no runs over 1 inning. And Champ McQuack, 8 innings, 0 runs, player of the game. And that'll do it. Nice quick day.
Today is an off day. So moving on to the 14th here, we just have a couple of Major Leagues games here. Supernovas Apex. The Supernovas will hang on in 13 innings to win 4-3 over the Indianapolis Apex. Batting for the Apex, you've got Maggiano going 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs, and a 2 for 2 with 4 walks from Bogescu. Pitching for both teams, we got Indianapolis, not Winston, taking the loss, his 3rd, and Spitz picking up the win, giving up no hits, no runs over his 1 inning of pitching. Lionel Bogescu, I am butchering that name totally, will be player of the game.
I think half these people make their names to be butchered, so I don't feel too bad about it. I'm looking at you, Beaver.
And we have Raptors Stars here. Stars take down the Raptors 12-3 off of 15 hits. Batting for Nashville, we got a couple of standouts here. We got Geis going 4 for 6 with 3 RBIs. Brunson also going 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs as well. For Boise batting, the real standouts, McDavitt going 1 for 4 with 1 RBI. Obama picks up his 5th win of the season, going 8.1 innings pitched, giving up 30 runs. And Arian picks up his 3rd loss, giving up 5 runs over 6 innings pitched. And Hunter Geist will be player of the game. That'll wrap it up for today.
Nice,
Looks
easy
like we got
day.
one more quick sim day, and then it'll be our first featured game of the day.
Yep, looks like we got a pretty full slate here, so I'll take us into it. Supernovas Apex. Supernovas, the visiting team there. They'll win at 4-2 over 11 innings, so 2 runs in the top of the 11th, enough to get it done. Looks like Jay Jingles hit a run-scoring triple to kind of start that off. 3 for 4 day for Bogusu. 5 for 5 day for Hood. Moving down to pitching. Baxter went 7.2 innings, gave up 2 runs, no decision. Dangley, no decision, 7.1 innings, 1 run given up. Not Winston will get the loss, 1.2 innings, 2 runs given up. Spitz will get the win. He got an out, clean out, 2 pitches. Pozo will get the save, 1 inning pitched, 1 hit allowed, no runs. And Kendrick Baxter will be your player of the game. Next up, Crabs at the Vandals. And the Vandals will get a win here, shutting out the Crabs. Going down their, Vancouver will get the win, going down their lineup here. 2 for 3 day for Dragon, 3 for 4 day for Sessions. Going down to pitching, we got Maddox taking the loss, 6 innings pitched, 6 runs given up. Meanwhile, Japs will take his 3rd win on the season. He went 9 and gave up no runs, so stellar performance. Only had to throw 99 pitches to get it done, so I guess Providence just not able to lay off his stuff. He's obviously going to be your player of the game. Next up, we got Sloss at the Toros. Sloss winning here, 6-2. Going down our batting lineups, couple two hit days for just a assorted group of guys. Flowers taking the win pitching though, 6 innings pitched, 2 runs given up. Carsey will take the loss, 3 runs given up over 6, although none of those were earned, so poor defense really biting Cancun. No save given out, and Callaway Flowers will be your player of the game. Stars at the Raptors. Stars able to get it done. to improve to 18-3 on the season. So this was a close game. They're really fighting for territory there. Despite getting out hit, though, they're able to score more runs, get them where it counts. Geist going 3 for 5. Sabre going 3 for 5. Pitching, we got Blue Line getting his 4th win on the season. 6.2 innings pitched, 2 runs given up. Lucas will take the loss. He gave up 4 runs, 3 earned over 5.1 innings. And Mick Florida Man will get to save. He got 5 outs, gave up no runs. And Hunter Geist will be your player of the game. Rougarous at the Demons. Rougarous taking the win here, shutting out the Demons. I feel like a lot of the visiting teams are winning these ones. A couple of 2-hit games here as well. No real standout batters. I guess 2 for 3 is pretty good for Colvin, the right fielder for Detroit. Jay Dickshot takes the win. He went 9 innings, gave up no runs. Young gets the loss. He went 5.2, gave up 2 runs. So Johnny Dickshot will get your player of the game there. Good pitching today. Must have been cold weather. Scorpions at the Aviators. Looks like Scorpions winning there 8-6. Got a couple of 2-hit games. 3 for 5 for Hard and Long will be your standout batter here. Green going 6 innings, giving up 4 runs, no decision. Funk going 6 innings, giving up 5 runs, no decision. Farias will take the loss, 1-1 on the season, getting 5 outs, giving up 3 runs to do it. Collins will get the win. He went 2 innings, gave up 2 runs. And Loong will get the save, going 1 inning, no runs. First name, last name, player of the game. Looks like he went 2 for 4 with a run and 3 RBIs. Last Majors game of the day, we'll do Voyagers at the Foxes. New York making the long road trip to Japan where they'll get defeated 2-5. Going down our hit column here, 3 for 4 for Gonzalez on the New York side. He's a standout batter. Choate, he got the loss, going down to 5-3 on the season. 6 innings pitched, 5 runs given up, only 2 earned. So a lot of costly errors happening today. Varga will take the W. 5.2 innings pitched, gave up 2 runs, only 1 of those earned. And Law will get the save. Nacho Varga is your player of the game. Starting pitcher for Kashima. Moving down to the minors, we got Kingpins at the Wheelers. The Kingpins getting the win there, 6-1. Going down Chicago's line, there's a 3 for 5 game for Mouse. I'm going to call that our standout batter here. Waller taking the W on Chicago. 8 innings pitched, only gave up the 1 run. Fant will get the loss, 4.1 innings, 5 runs given up. No save for Dart, but he had a clean inning, and Jackson Waller will be your player of the game. Mounties taking on the 66ers. Hoping to make up some ground that they might have lost to the Swifties there. And they will not. The 66ers will take the W here. Going down our batting lines, just a couple 2 for 4 games. Nothing too crazy. 2 for 3 for Gonzalez. Oh, I'm sorry, there's a 2 for 2 for Brady with 2 runs and an RBI, 2 walks. Greer will take the loss, 4th on the season, only able to go 2.2 innings, giving up 6 runs. Miller getting the win there, 6 innings pitched, 1 run given up. Max Miller's your player of the game. Dynamo's Hepcats. Looks like the Hepcats are getting it done here. 6-5, close game.
Wow, 4 runs in a
Couple of 2-hit games. 4 for 4 for Alderson. So there's your standout batter, maybe a player of the game. We'll see. Pitchers not getting a lot of decisions here. Hammersmith going 7 innings, giving up 3. Farnsworth going 4.1, giving up 1. Mune will get the loss. Looks like he must have given up a walk-off because he went 0 innings, gave up 3 runs. And Fadia, I don't know, one out, good enough for a win. And Sean Spencer is your player of the game. Last game of the day, we got Swift Steeds at the Dillos. Swift Steeds notching another W under their belts here, 10-1. 3 for 5 game for Danny B. Love it. Preston going 5 for 3. I'm sorry, 4. Oh, I'm looking at runs. 2 for 5 for Danny B. 4 for 5 for Preston. Armadillo with a couple hits, a couple players. You need to calm down. Going 6.2 innings, giving up 1 run. He gets the W. Sims will get the loss, 4.2 innings, 4 runs, 7 hits. And Rodriguez Jr. will get the save, 2.1 innings, 0 runs. Jaden Preston, shortstop for State College, will get the player of the game. And that'll do it for the day.
All right, moving on here. We have our first featured game of the day. We're going to go ahead and hop right into that. We have Vandals Crabs. It's nice to see your own team being the first featured here for the day. Taking a look at lineups here, strong advantage for the Vandals here, especially in the pitching department. We got 43 taking on Finn Insider. On paper, this looks like a pretty easy matchup for the Vandals.
Before we hop into this, do you think you can try and get the resolution shaped up here?
Sure.
Just got a message that we want to get things looking nice and pretty for everyone. We'll do our best.
I don't think that worked. I don't like that.
Yeah, it still looks fogged. So you just have it on the game capture window?
Correct.
And I guess have you changed the resolution in game? I'm assuming that's the first thing you tried.
Let's try that.
And then in OBS, you can drag the window to make it bigger.
It is not going to play nice. That'll do. All right, let me just take everything and move it over here. Basically, all I did was I have a 1080p monitor as well, so
Hit a switch. That'll work.
pulled the old switcheroo. And there we go. Now it's showing correctly on stream as well. But now I can't get the Twitch chat to show up. There we go. Get that as small as I can. And we got a much better. You love to see it.
Yep. Appreciate you guys being patient with us. The sim team is a big job, and we're still getting used to it ourselves. So I know you're eager to get into the baseball action, but we appreciate you.
All right, so yeah, Insider is a starter you're going to want to take a look at here for Providence. Hosey 43 played for the 66ers last year, first year playing for the Vandals. Started 6 games this season with a 1-3 record, ERA of 6.75. Starting for the Vandals, this is the 43's first year pitching for the team. He's pitched for the Crabs for 6 seasons, so it will be interesting to see how he pitches against his former team. He has started 7 games this season with a 3-3 record, an ERA of 4.05, and an ERA plus of 1.09. Let's go ahead and get right on into it. As I adjust my OTP resolution so it can actually fit my 1080p screen. Here we go.
There we go. That looks much better.
Here we go. Here's Samson batting for Providence. Takes a strikeout. Mike Litteris now up. And he'll be walking. Morimiro is up. Hit to second. To short. To first for a double play. And I'll get out of the inning for the Crabs. Vancouver now up here. We have Johnny times 2 up. He'll ground to shortstop. And I believe that is a fumble bumble. Gibble's now up, but Johnny once more, and he will be caught stealing second. Gibble's now up, and he'll be walking. Their possessions here. We'll bat to first. Who'll toss it to second. Who'll is unable to make the throw back to first for the double play. Sessions doesn't want to look at a gift horse in the mouth, tries to get second base for himself, and he'll do it. Ash Dragon, though, hits a deep fly ball to the warning track, and just not enough to end the Vandals' threats here. Top of the second we go. We have Stevens now up. Stevens will fly out to short, and he'll just drop right in front of him. Chickens Jr. now up. He'll hit a hard grounder to second, and he's unable to make the play in time. Runners on first and second for the Crabs. Stein will strike out. Reeves will get this one past short into center field. Stevens going for home, and he'll make it in time. It is now 1-0 Crabs. Dowd now up. Hard grounded to first. Gets the out. And the tag at second keeps this just a 1-0 ball game.
Could you hit escape real quick?
Sure.
Just have you get the Vandals. Ooh, home run.
Home run shot there for the Vandals.
So I just want to get the Vandals box score kind of moved over so that everyone can see it. Not box score, the lineup.
Nice.
Should just be able to drag and drop it.
Yep.
Yeah, and then a town scoreboard.
There we go there. Oh, the fun of going from 4K to 1080.
And if you can find the pictures and bring them on too, they might be lost to time and space.
I see a hint of the pictures for the Crabs.
There you go.
Let me see if I can bear with the resolution changes here for a second. Come on. You can do it. That'll work. I should get back here. All right. Here we go.
Now we're cooking. Yeah, I had the exact same thing happen to me in my first stream, so it's just growing pains.
If only I was told this in my spring training stream. That would have been great.
Well, you know. We have such a great patient audience here.
We do.
Whether they want to be or not.
Going back to the play-by-play, we got a strikeout from Sack Lodge. Ink here now up, and he'll fly out to left field. Shadirme now up, grounds out to second for the third out. But thanks to that solo shot from, I believe it was McMuffin, it is now a 1-0 tie. Top of the third on a 3-1 count. Kuntz will ground out to first. Sampson now up, and he'll ground out to short. Mike Litteris now up, and he'll strike out. Scott up to bat for the Vandals. He'll fly out to right. Johnny times 2. Grounds out to second. And Gibbles here will also ground out to second. Top of the fourth, Mira will strike out. Stevens will strike out. 43 looking to make it a 1-2-3 strikeout. Can't do it. This one's hit straight up in the air over to right field. Chickens will fly out for the final out. Vandals now batting here. We got the Sessions flying out to right. Ash Dragon now up. Trying that right fielder again. Can't make anything happen. McMuffin looking to see if he can actually get some time here, and he'll get a bloop for a base hit. Sack Lodge now up. Hit one straight up into the air. Caught by the third baseman for the third and final out. Crabs now up, and Stein will be walking. Reeves looking to see what they can do with the leadoff walk, and he'll strike out. Dow now up. Bloops this one into right center to the warning track. Stein is going for home, and no throw will be made. It'll now be 2-1 Crabs with a runner on third. I'm sorry. No runner. Looks like the runner was thrown out there. And Kuntz will get out there and end the Crabs' threat 2-1. For the Vandals here, we have Hank, and he'll fly out to left field. Jeremy will be walking. Scott will ground to third, to second, to first for the double play. And that'll end the Vandals' threat. Samson up to bat. Samson strikes out. Litter strikes out. Morimura hits this one deep into right field, going back at the wall, and will be caught at the warning track for the final out. A little too close for my liking there. Johnny times 2 gets a bloop single. Gibbles is up. Times 2 is thinking 2, and he cannot get it again. Another caught stealing for the Vandals center fielder. Gibbles gets a base hit in the center field, and now you got to kind of wonder where that runner would be right now. He'd be at third base. Ass Dragon hits this one over the wall, and that is a 3-run shot to give the Vandals the lead. Big Muffin will ground out to first. Sack launch will strike out to end it. 4-2 Vandals here, but it's nice to have a nice comeback there. Hopefully that one runner won't come to haunt us. Stevens strikes out. Chickens Jr. hits this one deep into right field, and that could be gone, and it is a solo shot for the Crabs. It is now just a 4-3 ball game. Stein now up, and he'll fly out to center field. Reeves hits this one into the corner. He's thinking at least 2 bases here. The throw will be not in time. Dow now up, and he'll strike out with a runner in scoring position, and the Vandals hold the Crabs to just 1 run there. They'll see if they can get that back. Hank grounds out to short. Jeremy lines out to second. Scott hits one straight up into the air, out in center field. Moving to the top of the 8th inning we go. Rusty hits this one deep into right field, and just an easy catch for the right fielder for the Vandals, McMuffin. Sampson hits this one into the gap to right field for a base hit. Mike hits it to second, and he'll take the fielder's choice for first. Full count for Morimura, and that'll be a strikeout for their new pitcher, Justin Ripsbat, and Vandals hold on 4-3. Bottom of the 8th we go, and we got a past strike 3 call, and that'll be a base hit. I do believe that'll be a fumble bumble. Gibbles with the base hit. Runners on the corners now for Sessions, and Sessions just looks at strike 3 called. Ass Dragon up, grounds to third. The runner will hold for the second out. Big Muffin also strikes out, and despite runners on the corners early, Vandals can't do anything. Hold on here. Now 3 outs. Colby Kidd comes up for the Vandals. Strikes out Rob Stevens. Strikes out Chickens Jr. for the 1-2-3 inning. Cannot strike out the side, but almost a nice catch there by Johnny times 2. And we have a stand-up double for Stein. Reeves with running in scoring position, and there's strike 3 called, and that'll do it for the Vandals, who will hold on to win 4-3. Taking a look here, we have Chickens Jr. with the 2-for-4 day with 1 RBI. I do believe that was his 4th home run of the game, or 4th home run of the season. I'm sorry. Johnny times 2 going 2-for-4, getting caught stealing twice though for the Vandals. Insider goes 7 innings pitched, only gives up 4 runs, and 43 goes 7.1 innings, giving up 3 runs. Colby Kidd with the first save of the season, and Jose 43 will pick up the win and player of the game for the Vandals. Going around the league now, we got Toros taking down the Sloths 8-4. Batting for the Toros, 3-for-5 day for Bauer, getting 4 RBIs. I'm sure that'll probably be the player of the game here, barring any dominant pitching. No real standouts for the for San Antonio here. 2 for 4 with a walk for McDonald, though. Pitching for Cancun. Spin rate goes 6.1 innings, giving up 4 runs. And Pizza will pick up the third win of the season, going 2.2 innings, giving up no runs.
That's Bartolo Pizza to you.
Oh,
I just like saying his name.
apologies. Bartolo Pizza. Dude Man Bro goes 7 innings for San Antonio, giving up no runs on 3 hits. And the bullpen blows it here for San Antonio with Shinkansen taking the loss, giving up 4 runs on just 1 inning worth of work. You hate to see it. Anthony Bauer does indeed pick up player of the game. Supernovas down the apex 7-2. Batting for Sarasota here. Looks like we got a 3 for 4 day for I believe that is Red Arrow with 1 RBI. 3 RBIs from Crash Wagon. No real standouts for Indianapolis batting today. David going 1 for 4 with 1 RBI. No, picks up the third win of the season, giving up 2 runs on 7 innings pitched. And Grams picks up the second loss, 6 earned runs on 5 innings pitched. Buster Nutt picks up player of the game. Demons at the Ringaroos. Demons hold on to win a 1-0 ball game. Great defensive game there. Not a lot of standouts in hittings, which is to be expected on a low-scoring affair like that. Armstrong with a shutout for Detroit. And Bonanza for New Orleans going 2 for 3 and a walk. Mitchell picks up his first win of the season, giving up no runs on 7 innings pitched. Chadwick with a 6th save on the season. McDougal picks up the 4th loss of the season, only giving up the lone home run. Oh, was it just a solo shot? And Molly Mitchell with the first one of the season gets player of the game honors. Scorpions Aviators. Scorpions hold on to win 2-0 over the Aviators. Picks up their 26th win of the season. Batting for Death Valley here, we've got Lefevre going 2 for 4 with 1 walk. No real standouts for Outer Banks here. Shout out to Shu going 1 for 4. Balkan picks up the 6th win of the season, going 8.1 innings pitched, giving up no hits, 2 walks, striking out 3. And Tristan will get his 8th save of the season. I'm sure Tristan would actually like a shot at the bat based on some of his other pitching performances. Jackson picks up the loss, 2nd loss of the season, giving up the 2 lone earned runs on 5 hits. And Balgan gets the player of the game. Voyagers Foxes here. Voyagers hang on to win 11-7. Actually add on a couple extra runs and insurance in the 9th inning for them. Batting, we have Steve Gonzalez going 2 for 3 with 5 RBIs on the day, with 2 walks as well. Dude just likes to get on base. For the Foxes, a 3 for 5 day for Valor. Pitching for New York, we got Slothface picking up the 5th win of the season, giving up 5 runs, 4 earned on 9 hits. Slepian takes the 4th loss of the season, and you hate to see a lot of bullpen usage like that and still end up with the loss for the day. Steve Gonzalez on his offensive performance will be player of the game. Raptors Stars. Raptors hold on to win 6-4 in an 11-inning game. 2 runs in 11th. Seal the deal for the Raptors. Batting scores all around. Not a whole lot of standouts here. We do have Finn Reese going 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. And a 4 for 5 day for Hunter Geist. Weston picks up the 5th win, going 2 innings with no runs, no hits. And actually, he was perfect in relief for Boise. McKinnon picks up the 4th loss of the year, giving up 2 2 runs, 1 earned on 1.1 innings pitched. And Finn Reese will be player of the game. Around to the minor leagues now. We got the Kingpins downing the Wheelers 7-5. Batting for Kingpins, we have Lee going 2 for 4 with 1 RBI. And Fisher also going 2 for 4 for Anchorage. Pitching, Todd Gonzalez, 6 innings pitched, 5 runs, 8 hits. Doesn't get the decision. Dart picks up the third win of the season on a 2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 0 runs given up. Pressing for Anchorage goes 7 innings pitched, gives up 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks. And Carlton, with his first blown save and loss of the season, gives up 4 hits on 1 innings pitched. Troy pressing, despite not getting the decision, gets the player of the game. Armadillos and Swifties. Armadillos hang on to win 6-2 over the Swifties. Co-host Danny B getting shut out, going over 4 for State College. And
it's been a recurring theme.
And Amarillo batting. We got a 3 for 4 day for Ruiz. Tam picks up the third loss of the season, giving up 9 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned on 6.1 innings pitched. And Ham Sandwich picks up the fourth win, 5.2 innings pitched, 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned. And Noah Johns, the third, will be player of the game.
Stole a base at least.
2 more we go. We have a offensive shootout here with the Hepcats taking on the Dynamos 19-12. What is defense?
A slugfest.
You will not find it here. Lots of great hitting all around for both teams. A 2 for 5 day for Pluto, but he's walking once with 3 RBIs. 3 for 6 day for Dylan Hodge. McDonald picks up the third loss and giving up 7 hits, 7 runs, and 4 home runs in just 2 innings pitched. Rio actually picks up the win in relief for Kansas City, giving up 6 hits and 2 runs and 2.2 innings pitched. Kansas City only giving up 2 home runs total versus the 7 home runs given up by Dallas this game. Seems like one team wants to live and die by the long ball, and the other team is very small ball focused. Mounties come back in the ninth to win 10-9 over the 66ers. Batting for Kingston, we've got Gravy going 4 for 5 with 1 RBI. For San Bernardino, we got Jim going 3 for 5 with 1 RBI. Pitching, Black picks up the third win with 1.2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 runs, none earned. And Zyke will take up the loss with 2 hits, 2 runs on 2 innings pitched. Ryan Kirkby with player of the game honors. And that'll do it for today. Tomorrow is actually an off day, so we'll move on ahead. And we got the Voyagers at the Apex.
Before we jump into that, could I get you to switch the stream on Discord to your other monitor?
No.
Otherwise, I'll be calling things in the past. Perfect. All right. Take us in at your leisure now. We look over our matchup here. Seems pretty heavily favored for New York. Coming into this game, we have Voyagers pitcher Sivert is facing off against the Apex pitcher Cal Otter. Sivert has started 7 games this season. He's got a record of 3-3, posting an ERA of 4.98 and an ERA plus of 91. This is Otter's first year with the Apex. Of course, they're the brand new club. He was playing for the Rugerers the last 2 seasons. So far this season, he started 6 games, has a record of 1-4 and an ERA of .96, ERA plus of 63 for Otter. And Voyagers player Hunter Harrison, at the start of the stream at least, was 4 home runs away from 175. With Voyagers player Eric River is 1 stolen base away from 150. I imagine he's crossed that this stream. So congratulations to him. Play-by-play. We got RJ Menard stepping in center fielder. He'll hit that up the middle. Bouncing in the outfield. He's safely on first. Harrison stepping in first base. Left side. He hits that high, so it pops up and is caught by the center field. Gonzalez steps in, but Menard has other ideas. He runs to second. Pull that safety as he did. As that ball's hit to the shortstop, over to first for an out. 2 outs now, and he'll hit that past the first baseman. Let's see if they try him. They do. Menard's headed for the plate, and he'll score easy. So RBI there for Crunkleton. As Hilmer steps up, he hits that a mile high. Looks like the center fielder should have time, and he does. He makes the catch. That'll retire the side. So 1 run burning Cal Otter here, but the game is still very early. Let's see if the Apex can do anything to respond in the bottom of the first. As Affert steps up, he strikes out looking. Sivert getting the first K for his team. We'll move down to Hood now. A hot second baseman for the Apex, but he'll strike out as well. So two early strikeouts to start off. Put up a dominant inning after his batters got an early run for him, and he does. He strikes out the side. Commanding performance there as Rivers steps up. He'll take a walk. He was eager to get their bats back, I think. We'll still look to reward their starting pitcher for having such a quick inning. As Stevenson also takes a walk. And Grand Force another walk, so hope the bullpen might need to get somebody ready. That ball's hit a mile high and caught. Should be deep enough to send the runner from third. We'll see. And he's safe. And decided to stay as Menard hits that high, and that's a home run. So 3-run shot for Menard that went 412 feet into kind of center right field there. So 5 runs now for the Voyagers in just the second inning, and there's still only 1 out here. Harrison will step up to the plate from the left side. He'll hit that straight to the first baseman. He'll take it to the bag. 2 outs now as Steve Gonzalez comes in, and he hits that deep to just about the warning track there, where it's caught by the center fielder, Sir Dr. Javier Dominguez Jr. While McGrath strikes out, designated hitter for the Apex. Como will step in, swinging it from the left side. He'll strike out as well. So is that 5 strikeouts and 5 batters seen? He's looking to keep it up as Strobel steps in. And that one's hit on the ground to second, so it's still an easy out. 5 strikeouts through 6 batters. And Savart's been really feeling so far as Theodore Crunkleton steps in, hits that over the diving first baseman. He's easily at first. They get it into second for Hilmer. Steps up to the plate at 286. He'll take his walk, putting a runner in scoring position for Rivers with no outs. As that ball's hit straight on a line to the first baseman, who catches it. Hilmer able to get back in time as Stevenson strikes out swinging, and Grand Forskin steps back in. He'll take his walk to juice the bases. 2 outs, bases loaded. So on a full count there. As that ball's hit, it's going to fall. It does drop in right field. That'll score 1. They're looking to score 2, and they do. They're up 7-0. So Nika coming in with the 2 RBI single into right field. Menard will come back up. He hit that bomb, and he'll hit that one into center field. Should score a run. He's coming in, and they won't even throw to home. So runners on the corners. They put another run on the board. Harrison steps up, batting .319 on the season. Not much of a long ball threat, but he'll get that down in center field. So another ball kind of blooped into the outfield there, hit on a line past the infielders. Runners first and second for Gonzalez, who's going to go yard. So there's no stopping this Voyagers lineup. I mean, 419 feet for Gonzalez. They're putting up 12 runs. It's only been 3 innings. Meanwhile, the Apex are still fishing for their first hit. So Crunkleton will come in with 2 outs. No runners on for him. And he'll strike out. But he's going to go back to the bench happy anyway, I think. 12-0. Hard to imagine that the Apex can mount a comeback, but there's still a lot of time here, so they'll certainly be able to try. As Bendover hits that into left field, past the infield there, he's on first, no outs. Sir Dr. Javier Dominguez Jr. will hit one. That bloops in. Runner had to hold, so he's at second. Runner in scoring position now for Walrus. Watermelon Walrus, he hits that right to the second baseman, so there's a double play. Not what they wanted to see, but that runner's over to third now, coming home, but not in time as the throw will get to first. Cut down the runner for the force out to retire the side. Got Hilmer stepping in for the Voyagers as they look to keep inflating their batting line here. And that one's hit high into the right field corner where it's caught. Rivers will step in. He hits that on the ground to the third baseman, who doesn't make a throw, so he's in safe. Stevenson, with just a runner at first, he hits that to the shortstop, to the second baseman, and off to first for the double play. So the first quick, clean inning, that was for Shifty Lagoose. And Rick Good will step up now. He'll strike out as Savart continues his dominant performance. It's his sixth strikeout of the game. David stepping in. He hits it right to the second baseman. Another out. Grath coming up, the designated hitter, and he'll strike out. So 7 strikeouts now for Savart. He did lose his no-hit bid here in the fourth, but still having a very strong performance. Grant Forskin steps in, catcher for the Voyagers. He hits that a mile high on the infield, taken easily by the shortstop who called off the third baseman there. And Nikia strikes out. 2 outs now. The Voyagers hit that one into left, so they don't go down quite as quietly this inning. Runner on first with 2 outs. Harrison steps in. So he's a threat to hit a single, if not more, and he does. Runner thinks about rounding, going for third, but just runners on first and second with 2 outs here for Gonzalez, who hits it right to the second baseman over first for the force. That'll retire the side. So we'll head into the bottom of the 5th inning now. As Cuomo steps in, right fielder for the Apex, swinging it from the left side, he'll strike out. For Savart, who deals to Strobel. That one's hit high and deep, but it's caught on the warning trap. Strobel trying to go yard, but didn't quite get enough on it as Bendover strikes out. I believe that's 8 now for the Voyager pitcher, as that one's hit up on the infield. For Crunkleton, Hilmer steps in, hits it to the third baseman, who lasers it over to first. Real quick transfer on that one. Rivers takes a walk on 5 pitches there. Stevenson steps in from the left side. He hits it to second, over to first, and there's an out. So that'll retire the side there. Voyagers may be running out of juice here. Let's see if the Apex can get their first run on the board, as that one's hit deep to the right field corner. Looks like it's caught out there as Walrus steps in. Tries to check his swing. He does on the 3-2 pitch, full count, base on balls. Affert will step in. He's been cold, but he's looking to maybe get that runner over. He will not be able to, as that's caught in center field. Shot for the gap, but hit it just a little too high. Oh, and that's bobbled. Fumble bumble. So runners will get to second and third with 2 outs. Pitcher should have been out of the inning. But Savart will have to try and make up for his defense here, and he will. Third baseman, the cannon, shoots it over to first, and they get out safely. As Grant Forskin steps in, and he hits that to left field. It bounces down, and he's safely on first. Nikia will step in now, batting .220. Third baseman for the Voyagers, a strikeout, sending us up to Menard, leadoff batter. As there's a balk. I was wondering what's happening there. We don't see those too often. I personally don't know what a balk is, but I guess that was it. I mean, I know what it does, but I could never tell you when a pitcher balks or not. As that one's hit to the pitcher, sent over to first for another out. I'll retire the side. McGrath stepping in, swinging through it, strikeout. 10th strikeout of the game for Sivert. Still hasn't allowed anyone from the Apex to cross home plate. As Magicomo steps in, hits it right to the first baseman. Easy step on the bag. Strobel's in now. Needs that one high and deep, but caught just shy of the warning track again by the left fielder there. Gonzalez, who will step up to the plate now himself, and he'll take a walk. 20th walk of the season for Steve Gonzalez on a full count there. As Jamie's not Winston gets the double play there out of Cronkleton, hit on the ground. And that one's hit on the ground as well, but it just sneaks past the second baseman. Hilmerson's safe. I think they'll call it a single. Yep, they do. Rivers, shortstop for the Voyagers, hits that to the second baseman, and he is able to make the play there easily. Over to first, side retired. So things have really quieted down since the first 3 innings as we head into the top of the eighth. I'm sorry, the bottom of the eighth as the Apex step in and bend over strikes out. Sir Doctor stepping in. He strikes out as well. So Savart's piling on the strikeouts. He's up to 12 now. He looks to strike out the side here with Walrus up, but nope, he'll hit that to second, over to first, and there's another out. Doesn't strike out the side, but keeps his pitch count low. He might have a chance to finish this game off himself, as that's hit into left field by Stevenson. Grand Forsking comes up. He hits that to the shortstop. Goes for the force at first. So runner in scoring position here for Nakia. So that's hit a mile high. We'll see if he tags. It's pretty shallow. He will not. Menard with 2 outs now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and he'll strike out looking. Final frame here for the Apex. Coming up in the bottom of the ninth. Leadoff man Afford steps in, and he hits that over the infield. Single into center field, hit on the line. Rick Hood will step in now, and he hits that into left field. And that's off the wall. Runners on third and second. Stand-up double there for Rick Hood. As Michael David steps in, and he takes a walk, so base is juiced here. As Randy McDove comes out of the pen, and maybe it was a mistake. I mean, Menard was carving through him, and now the first run has been scored. Base is still juiced, no outs. As Machicomo steps in, and he does finally get his first out. McDove strikes him out. Strobel steps in, and he hits that to the right fielder who makes the catch, and they decide not to test that arm, knowing that 1 run isn't going to amount to much here. But they end up leaving him loaded anyways. The out is made at first. That'll end the game, 12-1. So McDuff had a little trouble coming out of the pen there, but was able to get it done in the end. We saw Menard have just a heck of a game, going 4 for 6. Hit the home run in the second. Savart took the win there, 8 innings pitched, obviously, 0 runs given up. Menard player of the game. Otter with the loss, 2.2 innings pitched, 9 runs given up.
All right, bear with me here. I'm going to try and see if this does it. I had to basically switch from the game to off the game so you can come through here.
All right.
Let me see if that'll fix things moving forward. If not, I'll have to fiddle around with the game audio. You see it on my end?
I do not. I've got squares. Looks like it's trying to pull something up.
Come
Maybe
on.
if I drop it, because I was in the same thing for a while there.
There we go.
Yep, awesome. This next up, we'll take the Toros and the Crabs. Toros winning 5-3. Excuse me. A couple of 2-hit days. Steele and Stevens. Pearson gets the win. He does go 9 full innings, giving up only 3 runs. 2 of those from the long ball. Riquides Garcia, the starter for Providence, does not get a decision, giving up 2 runs over 6 innings. It'll be Handel the fourth, who gets the loss and the blown save, given 2 runs in 2 innings on 2 hits, getting 2 strikeouts, walking 2 batters. Nate Pearson will be your player of the game, so Handel the fourth with the 2s. We'll go down to Demons Vandals as the Demons pick up their 12th win on the season, beating the Vandals 4-3. Strong performance there from Law Jr., 3 for 4, getting 2 RBIs. 2 for 4 for Hank, going down to pitching. Ricky Vaughn going 6.2 innings, giving up 3 runs. Chadwick will get the save. LeBlanc will get the win for Detroit, getting the win on 1 out. So Ricky Vaughn not able to get it done. LeBlanc kind of sniping it there as Lemieux gets the loss. 8.1 innings pitched, 4 runs given up. Charlie Lowe Jr. will be your player of the game. Moving down to the minors, we got the Swift Steeds and the Dillos. Dillos taking the win there. 13 hits for 6 runs to the 3 runs for the Swift Steeds. 2 for 4 for Dinkle. 3 for 4 for Kayak. 3 for 5 for Poutine. And 4 for 4 for Johns the third. So some strong batting performances there. We'll go down to pitching. Ratatouille taking the loss to balance out the win he got earlier in the stream. 4 innings pitched, 5 runs given up. Morgan will get the W for Amarillo. 6 innings pitched, 2 runs given up. And Tano with the save, 3-inning save, gave up just 1 run over that time. Noah Johns the third will be your player of the game. You got Dynamos and Hepcats. Dynamos taking the win here, 9-5. Couple of 2-hit days here. Nobody wearing the bases out too bad as we move down to pitching. Lassie, the Dallas starter, not getting a decision, gave up 5 runs in 2.1 innings. Maple, the starter for Kansas City, will get a decision. He takes the loss, giving up 6 runs, getting 1 out on a strikeout. Steven for Dallas will get the win, his second on the season. 2.2 innings pitched, 0 given up. So the bullpen perfect after Lassie left for Dallas. Matthew Edwards is your player of the game. Mountie 66ers. 66ers will take the win, 9-3. 3 for 4 day for McGibbons. Some 2-hit games beside. Takahashi takes the loss. Gave up 7 runs over 2.2 innings. Kyle Bellinger Jr. will take another win. He's given up 3 runs over 6 innings. And Bones will get the save, 3-inning save there as well. No runs given up. And Joey Brady will be your player of the game. And finally, we have Kingpin's Wheelers. Wheelers taking the win, 7-2, doubling them in the hit column, 10-5. 3 for 4 game for Fisher. He'll be our standout batter. Leaf takes the loss, his second on the season, giving up 7 runs, only 3 of those earned on 8 hits in 3.2 innings pitched. George III, King George III, that is, will take his first win on the season, giving up just 2 runs over 7.1 innings, so well-deserved victory for him. He's our player of the game. And I think that does it for the day.
I absolutely agree. We'll move on here. Looks like we have Sarasota at New Orleans for our featured game here. Looking at the lineups here, looks like it's heavily favored in New Orleans here with a couple of players here in Sarasota's advantage. Sarasota gets the nod for pitching, despite actually, reading that the wrong way here. Very heavily favored pitching matchup with the 68 overall going up against the 39 overall for New Orleans.
Should make it an interesting matchup.
Sarasota starter Champ McQuack is facing off against New Orleans starter Hiro Nakamura. This is McQuack's second season with Sarasota. He has started 7 games so far this season with a record of 1-4, an ERA of 8.05, and an ERA plus of 54. Nakamura, pitching for the Rougarous today, has started 5 games this season and has a record of 1-4, an ERA of 13.71, and an ERA plus of 32. This is his second season with the Rougarous. Hopefully, Nakamura will look to get that ERA to drop a little bit more since the start of the session here. Here we go. Arrow batting against Nakamura here, and Arrow will fly out to right. Crash Wagon now up, and he'll be walking on a 3-1 count. Ogaskew up, grounds out to first, and they'll take the fair fielder's choice. Runner on second now for Sarasota. And Kane will ground out for the final out. Bottom of the first we go, New Orleans. Sneck batting against Champ McQuack here. Sneck is slithery. He gets a walk to first. Wash will ground out with the fielder's choice to first. And Snake looking for a stolen third base, and he's got it. Runner on third now. Bonanza hits this one deep to center field, and Snake's basically just going to walk on home here with no throw. And New Orleans takes an early 1-0 lead with 2 outs. Christopher Brew also hits this one to deep in the center field to the warning track for a stand-up double. Cook looking to keep this rally going. Hits this one high in the right field and out. It'll be 1-0 Rougarous after 1 inning. Buckley will line out to right field. Westfall will line out to left field. And Jingles hits this one straight up into the air and caught for the third out. 3 flyouts for 3 Sarasota batters for their second inning. Beauregard strikes out looking. DiStefano strikes out swinging. And Geronimo hits this one past short. Gets this one in the center field for a base hit. Geronimo not happy with just a single. He wants 2, and he will not get it. Junior Panda will strike out swinging for the Supernovas. Taters hits this one to second for the second out. And Red Arrow hits this one straight up in the air and caught for the third out. Another 1-2-3 inning for Sarasota. Cena hits this one back to the pitcher and thrown for the first out. Snick gets this one over into the left field corner, and he'll be up for a stand-up double. Wash now up will be hit by the pitch. Now we got runners on first and second for Bonanza, who strikes out swinging for the second out. Cleanup hitter can only get this one to short, and the rigorous threat is retired. Top of the fourth here, and it looks like we have the first hit of the game for the Supernovas as Crash Wagon bloops this one to left field. Bogascu hits this one deep over the right field wall, and that will just be gone for a 2-run home run. And Sarasota will take a 2-1 lead here. Kane gets a base hit. Buckley will strike out here. And Westfall will be walking. Jerry Jingles looking to keep this rally going and will fly out to center field. Junior Panda hits this one straight up in the air and caught for the final out. Rigger is now down a run. Cook hits this one heading to left center. That's going back and deep and gone. Rigger's answer with a solo shot of their own to tie up this game. Beauregard grounds out to short. DiStefano will strike out swinging. And Geronimo hits this one to the left field corner. He's thinking of 2, and he's got it. Rob Cena Jr. now up. Bloops this one in the left field, and that'll drop. Geronimo looking to give the lead for the Rougarous, and he's got it. 3-2 New Orleans. Sneck here. He's walking. Runners on first and second for Rotor Wash. Rotor will fly out to right field. Rigorous take the lead back, though, after 4. Taters strikes out swinging. Red Arrow bloops this one in the right field over into the corner for a sliding double. Crash Wagon hits this one to short. Red Arrow will stay at second for the and throw to first will be in time. Bogascu will pop out over into the stands, and it'll be caught by Brew for the third out, and New Orleans will hold on here, 3-2. Bonanza now hitting, flies out to left field. Brew also flies out to left field. And J.R. Cook bloops this one into the gap for a stand-up double. 2 outs now for Beauregard. Beauregard will hit this one past second and first. And now we have runners on the corners for DiStefano Jr. DiStefano gets this one through the infield here. And we have runners in the corners, and now a 4-2 lead for the Rougarous. Geronimo now up, bloops this one in the right field, and the 2-out rally continues as New Orleans takes a 5-2 lead. Rob Cena Jr. now up. And he'll ground to third for finally the third out. Although you would have liked that a couple of batters sooner there if you're a Sarasota fan. They'll look to see if they can get past this deficit. Pitch off the bat there for Kane, and he's for the out. Buckley will ground out, and Westfall will ground out. 1-2-3 inning for Sarasota. No baseball even leaving the infield here. Sneck now up, and he will be out. Rotor Wash strikes out swinging. And Bonanza also strikes out. 1-2-3 K for Joaquin Castillo. Sarasota now looking to see if they can get some offense with that pitching momentum. Jerry Jingles strikes out. Junipenda will ground out to first, and Sandy Taters gets this one past the infield, but caught by the left fielder for the third out. Rigorou is now up. Braves strike out. J.R. Cook grounds the third for the second out. Beauregard will be walking on a full count. DiStefano Jr. is up, and Beauregard looking to put himself in scoring position for an RBI opportunity for DiStefano here. And Spitz wants none of it, so he'll just walk him. Geronimo now up, and we have bases loaded for Rob Cena Jr. Opsina hits this one straight into the air and caught by the center fielder for the third out. So despite bases loaded, nothing happened for the Rigoroos. Red Arrow flies out to center field. Crash Wagon grounds out to second. Boscu strikes out swinging. 1-2-3 inning for the Supernovas. So the Snake now up, and he's walking. Rotor Wash up, and Slithery looking to slither on over to second, and he's got it. The runner scoring position for Rotor. He hits this one to left field, and that'll be caught. Nan's up. Snick is running, and the runner can't make the throw here, so we've got runners at the corners for Breo with just one out. Breo has this one in the right field. Snake thinks about it, and he goes, and he's off. And he's not in time. Still just a 5-2 game, Rigoroos. Sarasota needs 3 here before 3 outs, and they can keep going. Kane hits this one deep into right field and will be caught. Buckley hits this one down the line, but unfortunately right to third baseman. And Westfall will bloop this one in the left field to keep Supernovas alive here. Jerry Jingles takes the walk. Tim Galvin pitching for the Rigoroos will look to see if he can close this out. And he gets the strike 3 swinging. Rigoroos win it 5-2 over the Supernovas. Taking a look at our line score here today. We've got 2 RBIs for Boguscu for Sarasota. That'll be their 2 lone runs of the day. Snake, despite going just 1 for 2, he draws 3 walks for New Orleans. McQuack picks up the 5th loss of the season for Sarasota, giving up 10 hits, giving up 5 runs over 4.2 innings pitched. And Nakamura picks up the 3rd win of the season, giving up 4 hits, 2 runs on 6 innings pitched. Galvin with the first save of the season. And Alejandro Geronimo gets player of the game honors. Around the league we go. We got Stars taking down the Foxes 8-2. Batting for Nashville, we've got Brunson picking up a 2 for 3 day, 3 RBIs. Rove going 2 for 4 for the Foxes. Wokenfuss with a complete game, giving up 2 runs, 5 hits on 9 innings pitched. Vassallo picking up the 5th loss on 5 hits, 5 runs, 5.1 innings pitched. And Grover Wokenfuss with the complete game will be player of the game. Scorpions take down the Raptors 10-8. Batting for Death Valley here. We have a 2 for 4 batting for Aram. 3 for 5 day for McDevitt. Shout out to Anticore for following. Appreciate the follow. Always love to see new names up here. Pitching for Death Valley, we've got Styles with the win, giving up 9 hits, 7 runs on 6.2 innings pitched. And Kai taking the loss, giving up 5 runs on 6 hits and 5 innings pitched. Connor McDavitt takes player of the game. Vandals take down the Demons here, 8-4. Batting for Detroit, we've got a 2-for-4 game from Law Jr., a 2-for-4 game from McMuffin. Detroit pitching, Spruce, despite starting, doesn't get the decision, giving up 5 hits, 3 runs on 5 innings pitched. Russ Hustle will take the loss, second loss of the season, giving up 3 runs on 2.1 innings pitched. Hummus God Bentley doesn't get the decision either, giving up 8 hits, 4 runs on 7 innings pitched. And Reps Bad will take the second win of the season, being perfect through 2 innings pitched. And Joni ×2 is player of the game. Apex take down the Voyagers 8-7. Hitting for New York here. Crunk with going 2-for-5 with 2 RBIs. David for Indianapolis going 2-for-3 with 2 RBIs as well. McGrath with 3 RBIs as well for the Apex. Graves picks up the second loss of the season in relief, giving it 2 hits, 1 run, and 1 inning pitched. Pleasance will pick up his first win of the season, being perfect in his 2.1 innings of relief. And Joe Dan with the first save for Indianapolis. And Michael David will be player of the game. Tros take down the Crabs 8-6, despite some late scoring by the Crabs in the 6th and 7th innings here, but 4 runs from the Toros will seal the deal for them. Stevens goes 3-for-5, giving up 2 RBIs. Sampson 3-for-6 with 3 RBIs for the Providence. Bauer. Now hopefully you don't miss this one here. You went 3-for-5 with 6 RBIs on the day. Providence pitching. Turner picks up his first loss of the season, giving up 3 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks on 1 inning pitched. Dolomite picks up the win, going perfect over his 1.1 innings pitched in relief. And Bauer with player of the game.
Bauer power for sure.
Moving over to the minor leagues here. We got the 66ers taking down the Mounties 4-0. Shutout game for the Mounties. I mean, despite not scoring, Kennedy tried going 3-for-4 for Kingston. And a couple of nice performances here. Lim going 2-for-3 and Jim going 2-for-4 with 2 RBIs for San Bernardino. Shining takes the second loss, giving up 10 hits, 4 runs on 6.1 innings pitched, and Ingram picks up the fourth win with 7 hits and no earned runs on 6 innings pitched. Winston and Ingram will pick up player of the game. Armadillos down to Swift Steeds 8-7, thanks to 2 late runs in the 8th inning for the Armadillos. Batting for State College, we've got Hinkle going 2-for-5. Co-host going Danny B going 2-for-4. Ruiz on Amarillo though going a perfect 4-for-4 with 4 RBIs. What an incredible day for Amarillo there. Definitely put the team on its back. Baldelli doesn't get the decision here, giving up 11 hits and 6 runs on 5.1 innings pitched. And Bojangle will take the second loss on 2 hits, 2 runs, and 2 innings pitched. Arms will get the decision for Amarillo, picking up his second win of the season. 4.2 innings pitched, only giving up 3 hits. And Ruiz indeed will be player of the game. I almost kind of want to see Ruiz versus Bauer now, and if we're thinking all-star game. Dynamo's down the Hepcats 7-4, thanks to 3 runs in the ninth for Dallas. 3 for 5 days for Tsunami and Spencer for Dallas. We've got a 2 for 3 day for Alderson in Kansas City. Johnson picks up the second win, giving up 2 runs and 2.2 innings pitched. Fotian takes the first loss of the season in relief, giving up 2 runs, 2.2 innings pitched. And Ian the Igloo will be player of the game. And finally, we got the Wheelers taking down the Kingpins 5-3. Batting for Chicago, not a whole lot of standouts here. We got Roach with 2 RBIs for the Kingpins. Fisher going 2 for 3 for Anchorage. 2 RBIs for Joe Burrow. Robert picking up the loss for Chicago. 5 runs, 11 hits on 6.1 innings pitched. And Rogers picking up his 5th win of the season. 3 runs, 5 hits on 5.2 innings pitched. And Joe Burrow will indeed take player of the game. I believe that wraps it up for today. Moving on to the 20th.
We got the Kashima Foxes taking on the Nashville Stars today. Let's see. Looks like it's pretty heavy in the Stars direction. Looking over the blurb I got for the day, it looks like they figured Steve Vasala would be the starter, but it looks like they're sending up Etsko Rune instead. So I'll skip over Steve Vasala's blurb and I'll move on to pitching for the Stars. We got Barack Obama. He was Pitcher of the Year in 2035. I'm sure most of you veterans will remember. He's pitched in the All-Star game 4 times, and this is his first season with Nashville. He was pitching for the Crabs for 7 seasons. And he started 7 games this season with a fantastic record of 4-2, an ERA of 3, and an ERA plus of 151. Fox's player Ulysses Rove is 3 hits away from 1250 career hits and 3 home runs away from 275 career home run hits, but that was at the start of the stream, so probably a big congratulations to Rove for reaching 1250 career hits. Can't say for sure on the home run front, but maybe we'll see that here at 275 career home runs. As Ryan Lupe steps in, Barack Obama gets a strikeout. That'll bring up Stud, swinging it from the left side. He also strikes out, and they both went looking, so I'm guessing Obama's got some wicked movement going on. The batters think it's going to break out, and it just stays in. But that one's hit hard and on a line, caught on the warning track. So you Rove looking to go yard, the first bat on ball of the game, but it is caught out there in left field by Meredith. As Johnson steps in for the Stars against Etsko Rune. That one's hit just fair over the line into the left field corner. He's going 2, and he'll stay there. Stand-up double for Johnson. There goes the no-hitter. Guy steps in, and he hits that one high. The right fielder will just casually stroll on over, make the catch. Johnson deciding not to test the arm with just the 1 out. And that one's hit softly into left. It's kind of caught right there in the middle of the outfield. So Johnson's still in scoring position for Burnson, who gets that past the shortstop there, kind of just over the third base bag. Johnson will try here, and he looks like he scores. So Nashville will take the lead here, 1-0. 2 outs, still runner on first. That's it softly to the third baseman, who dives for it. He gets a glove on it, but is not able to come up and make the throw. So Fry with the single. Runners on first and second for Rose, who hits that up to center field, and it hangs up long enough that Stud is able to make the catch. As Vidal Valor steps in, first baseman for the Foxes, and he bloops that into right field. So there goes the no-hitter on this side of the diamond. As Hamed steps in. Oh, a diving catch. Maybe a Tahiti level play there. He just got a glove on that. Still runner on first, though, and that's lined right to the second baseman. So Stone lines out, and Cloudera, he hits that just fair. Running for third, close. Oh, and it ends up being a double. Looks like the Shortstop there didn't know which direction to throw it, so both runners will be safe. So that's it to the second baseman for the force out, so it'll retire the side. Almost a costly little hesitation there for the shortstop. As Hunter steps in, designated hitter. Ooh. We do a little adjustment. Looking good. Get a little more corner visibility. I love it. We'll bring you back to Hunter stepping in. Facing Etskoruun. He lines that into center. So he's safely aboard on first. Meredith will step in. No outs. Runner on first on the first pitch. Hits that to the right fielder, who's able to stretch and make the catch. Philly fan will step in now, and on the first pitch, he sends it over to third for a double play. So what was almost disaster with the leadoff man reaching turned into be a pretty quick inning for Etskoruun. Pitching well under pressure. As Barack Obama steps out and pitches again to Miyazaki. Hits it over to third. It's off to first for the first out of the inning. Lupe stepping in. Hits it to shortstop. Gets it over to first. Another ground out. Stud now comes in from the left side. He sends it right back up the middle into center field. He's safely aboard on first. Rove trying to catch 2-out magic lightning in a bottle. Steps in, hits it to left, but it's caught. Caught by the left fielder out there. Hit it well, but needed it to be shallower or deeper. I think either way, he probably had a single there as Johnson steps in, hits it to the shortstop, so ground out. The leadoff man is retired. Geist steps in. He's been hot. He shows some power, hits it up, but it's caught by the center fielder. Didn't have to run too hard for that one. Buswell steps in now. Hits it to third, over to first, and that'll retire the side. 1-run ball game still as we come into the fourth inning here. And Vidal Valor hits that one a mile high. Caught in center field. Hamed steps in now. Hits it to the third baseman who makes the catch to retire him. And Stone hits it also to the third baseman. He's showing off the glove and the arm there as he gets that over to first for an out. Brunson will step in now for the Stars. Looking to add on to their 1-run lead here from the bottom of the first. He's going to hit that to the center fielder. Fry steps in now. That one's hit to left. It does fall. Falls right in front of the left fielder there. He's safely on first, just the 1 out. Rose looking to move him along. Strikes out instead. 4-pitch strikeout there. 2 outs now. As Hunter hits that, looks like a little hit and run was going on there, so he'll reach third off the single of Hunter into left field. Meredith now trying to get that runner from third home. It's hit to the second baseman, over to first. It's bang, bang. But it looks like he's safe. Philly fan will step in now with a runner in scoring position. That one's hit up the middle, but hung up, caught on the infield by the second baseman to retire the side. Cloudera now stepping in as Barack Obama deals. That's past the second baseman into right field, safe on first base. For Sasaki, no outs. Swinging it from the left side, that's hit Oppo. Oppo Taco, home run. Looks like 420 feet blasted into left field there. As that one's hit to the backstop, but the catcher's able to get a glove on it. Get it before it hits the ground for the out. Lupe striking out on a full count. Stud will step in now, center fielder for the Foxes. 2 outs, nobody aboard. He hits that to the shortstop, over to first. That'll retire the side. We got a tie ball game now, 2 apiece. Johnson, the leadoff man for the Stars, coming up in the leadoff spot once again. He hits that right back up the middle, keeps sending them where they came from. These Stars do, and he's safely aboard first, no outs. Geist stepping in, he's got that hot bat. As Johnson wants to get in scoring position for him, looks like he made it in safe. Yes, he did. And that's a wild pitch, so he'll be on third with no outs. Easy scoring opportunity here for Geist if he can just get that down, and he does into right field. Easy RBI single. For Geist as Buswell now gets to step in. He hits that to third, to second, to first, so a 6-4-3 double play. As Brunson steps in and hits that deep, but it's caught on the warning track there in center field. Obama now pitching to Rove. Rove hits it to the second baseman, over to first for the out. Valor steps in, and that's over the second baseman's head. He went out for it, but not able to get there in time, as Valor's safely aboard for Hamed. who strikes out swinging. So 2 outs now. Stone hoping to answer right back for the run that they gave up, but instead he hits it to the shortstop, who goes to second for the easy out, side retired. Moving into the bottom of the 6th now. Fry hits that on the ground to short, and it's in. Etzko Rune still pitching here for the Foxes. That's hit to first. He'll take it to the bag himself. Rose retired. Hunter steps in, batting 222. He hits that up, and the shortstop runs back for it, stretches up, makes the catch. It's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Rune still. As Barack Obama returns, strikes out Cloudera. Got the 7, 8, 9 hitters here for the Foxes. Sasaki steps in, strikes out. So Barack Obama with 2 strikeouts to start this frame. That one's hit to center field by Miyazaki, but it'll be caught. So Barack Obama only surrendering 2 runs through 7 innings. Zetsko Rune pitches to Meredith, who hits that deep to left, but it's caught shy of the warning track. Philly fan in now, hitting it right to second, over to first. Another out as Johnson steps in. It's been really the setup guy for Geist, and he'll reach first, so this could be another RBI opportunity. 2 outs runner on first usually doesn't feel like it, but the way Geist has been swinging it, he will ground to second though, and they will retire him to retire the side. As Barack Obama comes out to face Lupe, we're up to the leadoff man here again. He'll strike him out as Stud steps in. Long ball would tie the game as he hits that hard off the wall, so it doesn't quite get out of there, but he's running for third, and they just got the ball in. So he'll be safe easily at third. 1 out, runner on third. Good opportunity to tie the game here. As Rofe hits that, might be too shallow, but they will try it. Oh no, I'm sensing disaster. He's tagged out at home plate. It's just a little too shallow there, I think. Stud got excited and not able to make it. As Buswell sat down on the strikeout. Rune's still pitching. Into the 8th here, as Bunsen will get a base hit into center field. Fry steps up, catcher for the Stars, swinging it right-handed. He hits it past the third baseman. Runners on first and second, just the 1 out. Alan Grease will come out to replace Rune, and he gets a ground ball, but they're not able to make a play there, so the bases are loaded, just 1 out as Hunter steps in. Designated hitter. Maybe that was some kind of swing and bunt, I'm not sure. He just barely got it out in front of him, and it looks like they got the out at home. Weren't able to get the double play at first, but that's hit skied by Meredith into right field and caught. Valor coming in now, hoping to add a little insurance here. He strikes out instead. Hamed will back him up. As Cletus McFlorida Man is our reliever for the Stars, he'll set down another batter in Hamed. Strike out looking there. Stone steps in and hits it to the shortstop, and it's over. So that'll do it. 3-2 game. Pitcher's duel between Obama and Etzko Rune. And Obama coming out ahead, not blinking. 2 for 3 for Johnson with those 2 runs scored. And 3 for 4. Etzko Rune, like we said, getting the loss, 7.1 innings, 3 runs. Barack Obama getting the win, 7.1 innings, 2 runs. And he'll be your player of the game. Moving now to the Apex and the Voyagers. The Apex getting a win over a hot New York team. 4-2. Down the batting line, we had 3 for 4 for Harrison, 3 for 4 for Crunkleton. Will be your stand-up batters. Scrolling down, we have Dangley with the W, his 3rd on the season, 7.2 innings pitched, 2 runs given up, and Choate getting the loss to go to 5 and 4, 7 innings pitched, 3 runs given up. Doug Dangley will be your player of the game. Crabs Toros. Toros getting the W here, 5-2. Going down the batting line, it looks like there's a 2 for 3 for Dowd. 4 RBI game for Steele, 2 for 4, so he'll be your batter of the game. Maddox with the loss, 5.2 innings pitched, 5 runs given up for Providence. Carsey will take the W home to Cancun, 6 innings pitched, 2 runs given up, and a save for Bartolo Pizza. Kid Carsey, player of the game. Demons Vandals. Demons getting a win here, so they'll improve their record. We look down at the hitters. 2 for 4 for Grins with 3 RBIs is going to be your batter of the game for Detroit. Young getting the win there. 6.2 innings pitched, only gave up 1 run. I believe that's Silas Young. Yep, player of the game. Jay Jabs will get the loss. 7 innings pitched, 4 runs given up. No save opportunity for Detroit. Rougarou Supernovas. The Supernovas are able to get it done 4-2. 3 for 4 game for Red Arrow. He'll be your batter of the game. McQueen gets the loss for New Orleans, giving up 4 runs over 7. Torkelton with the W. He only gave up 1 over 7. And Pozo will get the save. He got 1 out, gave up 1 hit, got a strikeout. Torkelton will be your player of the game. Starting pitcher for Sarasota. Sloths Aviators. We got the Sloths shutting out the Aviators 6-0. 4 for 4 day for Hallen there. Very impressive from the Outer Banks catcher. 3 RBI game for Turtle. Going down to pitching, we had Darren go the full 9, shutout. Gave up 7 hits, got 4 strikeouts and 114 pitches. He gets his 7th win on the season. As Cato takes the L, 8 innings pitched, 4 runs given up. So 17 innings pitched between the 2 starters. As Bobby Daring, your shutout pitcher, player of the game.
I believe that's back-to-back complete games for Daring too.
Wow, he's earning those earning those W's, doing it the hard way. As the Raptors take down the Scorpions, 3-1. 3-hit game for King. Kind of had as many hits as pretty much everyone else in the game put together, it seems like. 2 for 3 for Anderson. 2 for 3 for Boone, so maybe just as many hits as the Scorpions were able to muster. Barker will take the loss. He went 6.1 innings, gave up 3 runs. Tough way to get your first loss of the season. Arian will get the W, 6 innings pitched, 1 run given up. And Moston with the save. He got 2 outs, gave up nothing. Mac Arian, player of the game. I think we're down. No minors today? No minors today. So that'll do it. And we're on to our last day here.
Yep, one more day here, and we got looks like Slots here will take on the Aviators. I keep reading SAS as Sarasota, and I knew that wasn't right. Quick look at the lineups here. It looks like mostly in the Sloth's favor with Ryan Rose, 80 overall, over Ben Candine, 55 overall, pitching for the Aviators. Sloth starter Ryan Rose is facing off against Aviators pitcher Ben Candine. San Antonio starter Ryan Rose has started 8 games this season with an impressive record of 5-2, ERA of 1.51, and an ERA plus of 2.97. His current ERA and ERA plus are the best of any season he's had. Hopefully that's not a contract year for him. Aviators pitcher Baron Ben Kedin has started 8 games this year with a winning record of 4.2, ERA of 4.03, and an ERA plus of 1.09. This is his 5th season with the Aviators. Couple things to note here. At the start of the stream, Robert Sandberg was 2 home runs away from 125 career home runs. If he's already hit that today, congratulations. If not, we'll keep an eye out for it. Got the play-by-play here. Camden up against Ben Kadeen. And Camden will just start this off the big here with a solo shot over the right field wall, and that'll be a 1-run home run for the Sloths. Scott Poe will ground out to third. And McDonald is walking to first. Wilson looking to add on to that with a deep fly ball in our left center, but is caught for the second out. Sandberg batting here. Grounds out to shortstop for the third out. 1-0 Sloths early here in the first. Aviators looking to answer that. D'Alesso grounds out to second. He's having a bit of a cold streak. Dan Halen, looking at his inner van, flies out to center. Bergen Cannon will ground out for a quick 1-2-3 inning for Aviators. Still 1-0 Sloss. San Antonio gets this one grounds to short, and they rule that one as an infield hit. Acuna Montana will ground out to third. Turtle bloops this one in the right field corner, and he's thinking two, and he's just got it for a double. Brito Khan here will hit it right back to the pitcher, and that'll be 3 outs for the Sloss. Tom Shu now up for Aviators, and he bloops this one into center field for a leadoff base hit. Shu thinking about 2 bases here, and he's got it for Iridian. Iridian will strike out swing. Tyler Swift will get hit by the pitch. Ryan Rose probably taking a little bit of aggression out there. Hard and long hits this one down the left field line. Shu will hold up at third, and we got the bases loaded here for Esposito. Esposito will hit this one back to the pitcher, to home, to first for an unusual double play. But I'm sure the Sloss will take it here as we move to the third inning. John Cannon back up. Now he blasts this one in the gap in right center for a leadoff double. Scott Poe hits this one straight up into the air, heading over to right field. Right fielder heading back to the warning track, and he is out. Camden will tag up at second, and he's now standing at third. McDonald here grounds this one to third. Crandon will score from home and is able to make it at first in time, and is now 2-0 Sloss. Whistling hits this one to third and doesn't quite have the wheels that McDonald did for the easy double play. To the bottom of the third we now go. Dub City looking to get the dub for the Aviators as he bloops this one into center field. DeLissi now up, although they're looking to see if they can catch Dub City on first, and they do for the second out. I'm sorry, for the first out. DeLissi flies out for the second out. Dan Halen gets this one through for a base hit. Bergen Cannon with a runner on first will ground out to short for the third out. That'll end the Aviators' threat. Top of the fourth we go. We got Sandberg striking out. San Antonio checks the swing, and he's got it walking to first. Acuna Montana grounds this one to second. They'll take the fielder's choice to first. Tomato Turtle now hits this one deep in the left field and caught for the third out. Top shoe up for the Aviators, and he'll ground out to short. Grant Iridian will just take the full count walk. Runner on first for Tyler Swift. Although Iridian, once more than just a free base, he's got it. He's standing up on second now. Swift will strike out. Hard and long hits this one straight up in the air and caught by the left fielder. Roberto Khan will strike out. John Camden hits this one deep, and that will be gone. Another solo shot here. 2 home run day for John Camden. Scott Poe hits this one deep and hits it through the wall, but not over the wall. So I guess that's good enough for a triple, where over the wall is a double and through the wall is ground rule triple. McDonald will strike out here.
The commissioner's going to take that out of his salary costs to repair the stadium.
Wilson will get the third out for the Sloss here. 3-0 Sloss. Esposito looking to get some runs started here for the Aviators as he gets a single. Dub City strikes out. Says his team is better without him. Not sure if that's entirely true or not. DeLissi here will walk to first with runners in first and second, and Dan Halen will fly out. Bergen Cannon will hit this right back to the pitcher, and that'll end the Aviators. All right, 6 hits, 0 runs for the Aviators. I'm all too familiar with that, with a bunch of hits and no runs. Kuna Montana now up for the slots. Hits this one straight up in the air, hitting deep center field, back to the warning track, and it is caught for the second out. Tomato Turtle hits this one high and deep to left field, and that'll also be caught. Still 3-0 ball game. 2-strike pitch for Shu, and he strikes out. Iridian now up. He strikes out swinging. Tyler Swift hits this one into the gap for a 2-out double. Hard and Long hits this one to third and is unable to beat the throw in time. That'll be 3 outs, 7 hits, 0 runs for the Aviators. Roberto Khan strikes out. Camden, he's been hot all game, and he'll just take the walk. I wouldn't give him anything to pitch either if I were Hank McDank. Scott Poe lines out to right field, and with Camden getting caught stealing there, that'll be the final out for the 7th for the Sloths. Esposito hits this one straight up into the air and caught by the shortstop. Dub City hits this one straight up into the air, back and deep to the warning track, and will be caught for the second out. Dialesso will get this one for a base hit. Runner on first for Dan Halen. He'll ground to third, and they'll take the runner at second for the third out. Top of the 8th. We got McDonald for a base hit. Wilson hit this one to second, who will throw it to short, and I'm not even sure if Wilson started running there. He just kind of accepted the double play. As Sandberg flies out for the third out. Still 3-0 ball game for the Aviators. Sorry, for the Sloths. Aviators now up. Bergen Cannon hits this one deep to right field, and that'll be out. Tom Shue now up. Hits this one deep to right field, and Tom Shue says, hey, we're not getting shut out here in just 9 hits. And it gets a solo shot for the Aviators. 3-1 ball game. Iridian here will strike out. And Tyler Swift is walking to first, runner on first. Feels like a familiar situation all game for the Aviators, as Long will ground out to short for the out. San Antonio now batting for the Sloths. Strikes out. Cunha Matata flies out. Great catch there by Tyler Swift. Diving catch for the second out. Tomato Turtle will strike out. Aviators need 2 here and 3 outs to keep playing. Esposito strikes out swinging. Dub City strikes out watching the third strike. And Dialesso will strike out swinging. 1, 2, 3 strikeouts for Slim Dugan will win the game for the Sloths. Picks up their 28th win on the season. San Antonio, the big story here is Camden's 3 for 3, 2 RBIs, 2 home runs. For Outer Banks, we've got Dan Halen and Shue going 2 for 4 respectively. Shue with the solo shot for the Aviators. Ryan Rose going 7 innings, giving up 8 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts for his 6th win of the season. Dugan picks up the save, going 2 innings. Ben Cadin picks up the loss, 4th loss of the season, giving up 7 hits, 3 runs, and 6.1 innings pitched. And with the 2 home runs, I'm sure it's not surprising anyone that Camden gets player of the game. Round the league here, we got Rigaroos taking down the Supernovas 5-3. Brew going 3 for 4 for New Orleans. And Panda going 2 for 3 for Sarasota. Dickshot picks up the 4th win of the season, giving up 5 hits and 3 runs and 7.1 innings pitched. Baxter still can't find his first win of the season as he takes his 7th loss, given 5.2 innings, giving up 8 hits, 5 runs. And Johnny Dickshot will be player of the game. Stars down the Foxes here, 10-1, despite 9 hits from the Foxes. Just a lot of 2 for 4 batters here for Kashima, just not in the right time. For Nashville, we got Rose here going 2 for 3 and 1 walk. Varga picks up the 6th loss, 4 runs, 9 hits on 6 innings pitched. And Blue Line picks up his 5th win of the season, going 6 innings, giving up 8 hits and 1 run. Joshua Brunson will be player of the game. Scorpions winning in extras over the Raptors, 2-1. Ben Reese for Boise going 2 for 5 with a walk. He's the best hitter for the Raptors. And first name, last name going 2 for 6 for the Scorpions. Great pitchers duel here with no runs allowed for 9.2 innings for Boise here between Lucas and Moston, and 10.2 innings with no runs allowed at all for the Scorpions. Some great pitching going on overall. Madison will pick up the loss, and Masada will pick up the win. Shane Green takes player of the game honors. Vandals get over a couple losses here in the Demons and probably take out some frustration too as they go up 14-0 over the Demons here. Not a lot of standout bats for the Demons here, although Quick goes perfect, 2 for 2 with 2 walks. And we've got a 2 for 5 day from Ash Dragon, given with 5 RBIs. Although shoutouts to McMuffin and Lodge for 3 RBIs for themselves. Mitchell takes up the loss, 6 hits, 6 runs, and 4.1 innings pitched. Jose 43 picks up the win with 4 hits, 0 runs on 6.2 innings pitched. And they gave the honors to Jose 43. No minors action here, and the 22nd is an off day, and that'll do it for us.
Yeah, we've had some exciting games here. I feel like there were a lot of diving catches this stream. Good defense all around.
And then let's not forget the perfect game there from.
Yes.
It's a shame that we weren't able
Definitely
to.
a highlight.
It's a shame we weren't able to feature that game, but I'm sure it'll be one to remember though. That's one of those where I wish there was like a replay of the game.
Right.
You
Or like
just-
it had warned us without telling everybody else, so we could just surprise everybody with it.
we can't do that. That's why we always do it live here.
Yep.
Appreciate everyone coming out. Danny B, thanks for being an awesome co-host.
Hey, happy to do it.
First real full day of streaming outside of spring training, so all the technical issues, I think.
Yeah, I got the bumps and bruises out of the way, so you should be golden from here on out. That's how I feel about it anyway.
And as far as my audio goes, I do have a somewhat better mic that I've got. I just need to get it set up. So hopefully I'll be less muffled next time. Other than that, it looks like it's still the Sloss and Scorpions League, and we're all just living in it at this point.
Yep. State College had a good stream. They still seem to be the favorite team in the minors.
So go ahead and start the upload here.
Yep. Does take a few minutes. I saw LBG pop up in the chat at one point. I don't know that we're doing a raid today. That's the good error. I wasn't getting that error, and then I broke the index, so.
Hey, we did this stream fast enough. The Taco Bell did not win.
Fantastic. Love to hear it.
It sounds like you defeated the chili as well. So,
Yep, yep.
despite our
For now.
unsafe choices, we made it through.
Surely did.
No photo finishes.
Have a long broadcasting career ahead of us both. I think we'll be able to lose this challenge in the future, maybe.
I do need to dish my local announcer. He's like notorious for calling every fly ball straight up in the air, and I caught myself doing it.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, especially in the sim, it's in a 2D world. It's kind of hard to tell what's a line. Sometimes I see these pop-ups and I think their line drives into the outfield, and then like the pitcher will catch it on the mound, and I'm like, oh, okay.
There you
Like
go.
this one's hit well, and then the catcher grabs it.
OTP 22
Oops.
featuring Death Perception.
Yeah. Hey man, we could just get the VR headsets on. That'll make casting a real trip.
Ooh, actually be really fun though.
Yeah, it would be.
Wonder where, like, would it be like the home plate camera, or would it be up in the booth, or?
I was just thinking, like, if you had the batter's eye camera, you get hit by a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, it might might jump.
Yeah, I would definitely flinch. May cost a few batters to be hit by pitch because of that.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, Jabs, you did. You tuned in right at the end there. We, after we made the adjustments to our streaming schedule, the streams are a little bit quicker than they used to be. I don't think we're rating anyone today. At least I hadn't picked anybody out.
Tell you what, if you want to do that, go for it.
I usually leave the I don't know, actual Twitch management to LBG or Hummus or anyone else who is so inclined.
I mean, there's the other thing of I don't know where the raid button is at.
Yeah, that. Yep. Yeah, I saw. I think Hummus changed the title, and I like went down and wrote down how to change the title because I guess you can just do it in chat.
Oh, can you now?
Just exclamation mark title. It looked like, and then write in your title.
Oh, solid.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember trying to get that set up for the spring training game, and I had no idea.
Yeah.
There's not really because you can't edit in OBS, so
Yeah, I think there's a way to do it. I mean, I don't even know if we can do it without being logged into the PBE sim account. I can't. Like, I streamed like twice before doing this, so I've definitely done it before, but I really can't remember. It was years ago.
yes, if someone wants to put up the bat signal for Person Man or LPG, go for it.
I think Person Man did say he would be busy and he would try to catch the end. So if he's not here, he's probably MIA
So yeah, short
doing
stream
real
today
world things.
with the new schedule though. We have a stream right again tomorrow.
And the next day,
It's back to back to back baseball streams. If you can't get enough PBE, there you go.
looks like we're coming in on the home stretch here of the file. Oh, just kidding. Now we're uploading. Well, it helps when your sim character tears up the league the way he did Bauer. But we're glad you enjoyed yourself. Hope to see you here again soon. I'm trying to remember if I have Bauer in fantasy. I hope I do.
I completely missed fantasy this year.
Had TARDIS pinged me in the Demon's locker room, and I was like, "Oh, perfect." I didn't do it last year, but last year's my first year. I think I'm glad I didn't do it because I think it would have been kind of overwhelming when you know literally nothing about the game. It's like still trying to figure out how to make a cohesive update thread.
Appreciate the good words, Bauer. Yeah, give me a season to work out the Kings, and I'll be on it. Winking a net wave. Winking a smile.
Let's see.
Because I also want to play with like some of the effects that I have on this setup too.
Yeah, there's some cool gifts I gotta figure out how to like set those to my macro buttons.
I just figured out how to actually get those work today.
Nice.
Also, just a pro tip: if you ever do stream this with someone in chat, share your screen and not the game. If you share the game, you'll sound like a robot,
Good to know.
and that was not fun to manage.
No, I would imagine not. Looks like we're getting the upload going, so the index should be set in just a moment.
I mean, if you know, league commissioner wants to raid someone, I'm not going to say no, Hummus.
Nice. Yeah, go ahead, rate them up. I think we're good here. Looks like did the index just go?
Yep, we are all set.
Let's see. It's not broken.
Not broken.
Love to see it.
It's a long, super long
I can
report.
confirm it's not broken because it says Danny B is terrible.
Let's take a look at the actual index here to see what day we're on.
At the
It says Monday, June 22nd. We're good.
All right, I think we can sign off then. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for sticking with us as we upload, keeping us honest here, verifying our integrity of the game. Looks like Hummus has used the raid, so we might already be out. Who knows?
I probably have to end my stream.